Let's bring out the starters for your Philadelphia 76ers. At 6'5", number 5, Quentin. At small forward, at 6'8", number 8, Paul George. At guard, 6'3", number 0, Tyrese Maxey. At center, 7 foot, number 21, Joel Embiid. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, 00, PJ. The head coach for your Philadelphia 76ers is Nick Nurse. Let's hear it for your Philadelphia 76ers.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Podge pairing up in the backcourt. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. And it's Moody in at the 3, small forward. And for Philadelphia, they've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. Joel Embiid is out there with George. And it's the captain in at the 4. Still in the early stages of the season here. Some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
Moody passes to Green. Back to Moody. And here's Curry for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Here's the captain. Fires in the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Curry finds Green. And it's blocked by Embiid. They recover it. Moody, good.
Moody.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And only a handful of teams in the history of the NBA have done what these guys are doing right now. 20 wins in a row.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group.
The free throw drops for Embiid. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. Okay, thanks for the report, Shams. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with the 76ers head coach. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Brian, back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's the captain. Coming off 41 points last game out. Embiid's shot is good.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. Crafty move. Outside, Podziemski. Just 3 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Embiid with the block.
The timing on the rejection, Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
And the 76ers making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Embiid, a screen on Butler. And he lobs it up to the rim.
It's near impossible trying to guard Embiid in the pick and roll. He's just so clever.
And here are the Warriors now. 4-point game. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
There was just no sense of urgency to hit the offensive glass. They have to be disappointed in the lack of second chance points.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Warriors, they've still got a solid hold on that third spot.
Checking out the 76ers, they're the best team in the league. No surprise at all. I mean, they have the talent. They will be a factor in the title race.
Pass to Podziemski. Will it go? And he jams it home with authority.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Richard, tough as nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but when it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
And so it's Golden State with it, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. The 76ers, number 1. In the third spot, the Warriors.
These two teams have been playing some aggressive defense. They love forcing a mistake and then running away with the ball for some quick points.
McCain's checked in for the Sixers. Craig is checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Kuczynski. The captain, that's good.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Warriors trail by 8. Curry looking it over. Kuminga, the pass to Curry. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. Count it.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Now here's Curry. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Out to Hield. Can they get it? It's rebounded by George. Philadelphia leading by 10. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The 76ers have gone a perfect 7 for 7. The three ball. Their captain, that's good. The captain's got 15.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so it's Philadelphia in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A comfortable margin for the 76ers here, guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
We've got Ben Simmons. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Kyle Lowry. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. 5 to shoot. Jackson Davis with the bucket. Jackson Davis has got his first 2 points. Well, every year we see a few teams that exceed expectations, Richard. In your experience, what's the blueprint for an overachieving team?
Well, a lot of times you see new coaching staffs unlocking a roster. Other times it's just healthier bits of competition. And don't forget, health is always a huge component.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Guys, back to you.
A great fit. Thank you, Allie. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
Well, you look at George. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Big-time flush from Simmons. You see how powerful he can be.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. They trail by 16. It's the second game of 3 on the road. The 3 from Curry. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. Healed against McCain. Jackson Davis uses the glass on the layup. Jackson Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Here's the captain. Gets the 3 to fall.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Jackson Davis. Moody comes in for Kuminga. Podziemski's checked in for Hield. And it's Curry in for Curry. Now here's Butler. His last outing, he had 18 points. Moody from outside. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got 4 rebounds now. It's McCain on the wing. Pass to the captain. And Philadelphia hits again for Pete.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Outside, Green. Right side, Podziemski. And he stuffed that one home.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
Simmons with the bucket.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Curry passes to Butler. A minute 15 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 6.
He has the fastest shot in the game of basketball. Curry's release is so quick that the D can't afford to lay off him at all.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. Here's the captain. He's got 24. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Outside Curry from the arc. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Heating up in the second quarter. He looks locked and loaded.
Out left to the wing. Here's the captain. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the 76ers lead by 19. Outside, Green. Green with a screen on Oubre. Hits the trifecta. He has 6.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Here's the captain. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Podziemski. Takes the 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Here's the captain. Excellent D there from Kuminga. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out in front by 19 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, and we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Philadelphia 76ers.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. All right, fellas, let's change it up. Time now for the power rankings.
A look here now at the 76ers. They've certainly earned that top spot. If they aren't the clear title favorites, they're on the short list.
Yeah, they got championship DNA, RNA, amino acids, you name it. Professor Shaq knows all about it.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So it's Philadelphia now on the floor for the Warriors. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. And it's Moody in at the three.
There's no surprise that PG knocked that down.
You know, when you think about the league's most capable scorers, Paul George has to be on that list, Richard.
When I think of PG, he's just a perfect basketball player. Dunks, threes, mid-range. This man can do it all. And when he's got it going, it's hard to think of a more complete scorer.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And the first one at the line is good.
One of the toughest players in the NBA. No doubt Butler's teammates love having him around.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Philadelphia leading by 21. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Butler. He's got 5. Launches it. Paul George pulls it in.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
The captain knocks down the long J. The captain's got 33 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Attention, everybody out there. Now coming on the court, your Sixers DNC. Let me hear you make noise.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Golden State, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long.
Well, I think for the Warriors, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Now here's Moody. 6 points for him, 6 to shoot. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Moody's got 8.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's the captain. 33 points for him. George's shot is good. He's got 5.
And George shows off his versatility there. He can play either role in the two-man game.
It's stolen by Maxey. He's got a clear path. Moving it up. Here's the captain. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Curry. Outside Moody. Butler up top. Puts it up. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Out of halftime. Not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
Chalk up 2 there. The captain's got 5 points in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Maxey against Curry. Pass to Butler. The 3. And Grimes pulls it down.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
The Warriors have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Outside, Green. Now here's Curry. Maxey covering. And there's Curry on the assist by Green.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And the 76ers call time here. Substitution here for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Edwards comes in for George. Gordon, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey. Oh, wasted no time on that one. The captain's got 10 points in just the second half. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
No coverage that time. The captain's got 43 points.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
The 3 from Curry. Jackson Davis. And there's the rejection. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Lowry. And the Warriors make some changes. Craig comes in for Butler. And Milton subbed in for Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Craig. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Santos is checked in for the Warriors.
Number 15, Louis Santos.
Here's Craig. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jackson Davis. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for Philadelphia, 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Bojan Bogdanovic checked in for Santos. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Bogdanovic with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Out to Kuminga from outside the arc. The putback. Gordon pulls it in. Here we go. The Sixers on the break with 4 on the clock. Oh, what a jam! Incredible thunder finish.
I haven't seen anything like that in a minute.
Wow.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Philadelphia on top, running away with it. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Andre Drummond is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Jared McCain. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And Simmons gets it to go.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Outside Craig. Hield from outside. He drops it from range. Hield's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And Philadelphia calls time here.
On to get down with your mascot, the Let's Move.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And there's a pick from downtown. Another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Butler finds Hield. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes. Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't happened.
Lowry, good.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
With the step back. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Out to Oubre. Philadelphia moving it around. This one for 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Kuminga against Oubre. Pass to Craig. Butler up top. It's on target from the high post.
There's not much you can do to slow down Butler in the mid-range. He just gets to a spot and rises up.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Nails it from 3. Oubre's got 9 points here in the second half.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Simmons with a screen on Craig. Lets it go. The captain misses. The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Lowry with a steal. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. McCain comes in for Oubre. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Jackson Davis. Moody comes in for Craig. Pajimski's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Curry in for Hield. And, of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most help and motivation.
Drummond with the screen. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, it's stolen away.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
That VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the captain.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
He buries it from three. The captain's got 56 in the game.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Count it.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now. Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Here's Moody, the kick out. Curry. Pass to Green, 6 on the shot clock, and the 3 off target. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And time now to present our player of the game.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kyle Kuzma.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Maxey. George is out there with the captain. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Embiid in at the center. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Guys?
Allie, thank you so much.
Embiid dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Antetokounmpo kicks to Anthony. Back to Giannis. Outside Portis. Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. Kuzma passes to Portis. Clock at 4. Floats one. Anthony with the bucket. Well, we're starting to creep, Clark, towards the midway point of the season. Isn't it amazing how fast this season can go by? You and I look at each other and say, wow, can't believe we're already here.
Well, you know, Kevin, I think it's a function of us getting older, if you will. They say time seems to move faster the older you get. But clearly it's the same for the players as far as how fast the season goes. Opening night happens, and then before you know it, the All-Star game is coming up, and then you get to the backside of that, and it's usually all downhill to the playoffs and beyond.
Now, here is George. 6 points for him. Hits it from three-point range.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Anthony taking his time here. Paul George grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 9. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the wave and stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis's hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Some changes for Philadelphia. Jared McCain's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Kuzma can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 9. Pass to the captain. The 3 from George. The 76ers another 3.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Anthony in the corner. Back to Kuzma. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point territory. They get the rebound.
Good job using that big body to carve out space and snatch that rebound.
George with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Still yet to score. Trent can't hit. It's McCain on the wing. Defended by Trent. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Bucks. Porter comes in for Anthony. Here's someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East, the captain.
With the way he shot it over this stretch of games, you just knew this was coming. Everything that he's let fly from deep has been nothing but cold, hard cash. I mean, defenders have been tripping over themselves trying to contest him from outside that arc.
Now, here's Kuzma. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And the Bucks miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's McCain. Off target with his 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
It's Kuzma penetrating.
Oh, I love this from Kuzma. When he attacks with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
The captain passes to Embiid. A fader. Again, Philadelphia.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the last second attempt does not go in for it. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. 76ers lead by 17. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Kevin Porter is out there at Prince. Then there's A.J. Green. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Amir Coffey's checked in for the Bucks.
The quick-footed, creative Max, he's so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history when you talk about winning streaks. I mean, these kind of streaks did not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guys. Here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Green. Trent comes in for Amir Coffey. And Anthony subbed in for Kevin Porter. Then for the 76ers, the captain comes in for Oubre. And Gordon subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's John. His last outing, he had 18 points.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Fame.
When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think score. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
And the Bucks making a change here. Green's checked in. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Warriors. The captain passes to Drummond. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Tarlock, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Trent. And the Bucks miss again.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis comes in for Green, and Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Prince. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Quentin Grimes comes in for Simmons. Jared McCain's checked in for Eric Gordon. Oh!
Woo! How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Oh, that That's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Kuzma. Giannis outside. And it's Trent in the corner. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Trent's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's the captain, covered by Giannis. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Outside Portis. Antetokounmpo inside. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Pass to the captain for the three. Traps in the tray. The captain's got 16.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
Anthony, the pass to Trent. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Grimes. The 76ers another three.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Portis, a screen on McCain. Trent kicks to Anthony. Portis, the pass to Trent. Over McCain. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Fires from 14. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Look at his space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. 76ers ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Looking at Philadelphia, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They love to run. At times it looks like a layup line. They can hit the three, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Taking a look at the 76ers. Quentin Grimes out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's the captain, and it's George in at the small forward position. Anthony finds Antetokounmpo. Trent with the wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his third assist on the night. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you, Kevin.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Grimes with it. Antetokounmpo's there. Drills it from outside. Maxi's got 10.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there. Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
It's Grimes on the wing. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them, throwing it down with force.
The captain passes to George. The three-pointer is right on target. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Kuzma against George. Kuzma kicks to Anthony. Rebounded by the captain. Philadelphia's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre comes in for George. Jared McCain's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Lowry in for Maxey.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma is he's so well-rounded. He can do a little bit of everything on the floor.
And it goes down 2 points. Drummond's got his first basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Takes a step back. Prince finds Kuzma. Portis sets the pick for Trent. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Got a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Green's checked in.
Number 20, A.J. Green.
.137 left in the third quarter.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with them. I mean, those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Portis against Drummond. Shot clock at 5. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
They get it back. Outside for Lowry. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lowry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
They kick it out to Green. Here's Anthony. And that time, also a missed shot.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
From deep, another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Philadelphia ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll get going after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Prince, Antetokounmpo out there with A.J. Green. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee. Oh!
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Giannis. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks over Lowry. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And the 76ers call time here. One thing this team loves about Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he scores the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a walking bucket. You know, we've seen him average about 20 per game for a season. And one thing you don't have to worry about with Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to keep it in attack mode all the time.
For the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. The captain comes in for Jared McCain. And Maxey's subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The captain, no good. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Green dishes to Porter. From deep, Prince. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Prince has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And that's now 30 points for the captain.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Kuzma passes to Porter. The Bucks working the ball around. And stolen by Simmons. It's tipped and stolen by Kuzma. Knocked away. Embiid with the steal. The captain passes to Embiid. Over onto Kumbo. The 76ers with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Kuzma. His 3-pointers off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Oubre for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Oubre's got 6 points in the quarter.
Very capable in catch-and-shoot situations. Kelly Oubre Jr. is somebody you want to set up.
Kuzma inside.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the captain.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
From deep, Green. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Tarlock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for A.J. Green. Trent comes in for Prince. And Anthony subbed in for Kevin Porter. Then for the 76ers, Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Jared McCain comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Lowry in for Maxey. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
That one is off.
At the line for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Bounce pass from McCain. The captain with the bucket.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been definite.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, the captain.
Time to peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. So a moment now to see the story for Luka Doncic.
And all of a sudden, his three ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. And it's James in at the small forward. And for the 76ers, we've got Paul George. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's the captain in at the 4. Lots of basketball-savvy vets on the floor tonight, Grant. These guys know the game inside and out.
Well, the IQ is so high on both sides. And you know, B.A., you expect to see lots of intelligent play. And I always get excited to see teams with this much experience. Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
For 3, count it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
James outside. Pass to Hachimura. And here's Doncic. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Hachimura with a screen on George. James can't get it to go. Now Philadelphia with it, and they've been quite the story in the NBA this season, stringing together 22 wins in a row and looking for more.
Few teams in the history of this league have ever put together a streak like this. And you know what I think? It's going to continue beyond tonight.
About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Reeves. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Embiid. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Well, if you're talking about one of the best in the mid-range area of the floor, Embiid has to be in that discussion for center.
Doncic with it. Maxey covering. Back to Hachimura. 16 feet out. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passing. Back to you, B.A.
Good job there, Ali. Thanks. And the basket by Hachimura.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
And he makes it.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Here's the captain. That three's off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
James. And Embiid with the block. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Here's Reeves. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
And that's what Reeves does. So much of his offense is predicated on his skill handling the rock.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Some changes for Philadelphia. McCain's checked in for Grimes. And it's Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. And it's Marcus Smart in for Reeves. Here's the captain. He's got 5. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, the defense completely collapsed on Embiid down low with the ball, and that created openings on the outside.
Now, here is James. 33 points last game. Pass to Doncic. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the captain. And the 76ers another three.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
James against George. Pass to Doncic. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Philadelphia has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, the Lakers have been looking for a consistent presence at center, and in DeAndre Ayton, they've acquired a walking double-double and a capable lob threat to pair with Luka Doncic. Ayton has a lot to prove in L.A., I'm told, but this pairing is certainly one to watch.
Quite a tandem. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Connects checked in for LeBron. He's perfect from the line this time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Smart outside. Off target from three-point range. The Sixers leading. George outside. Over to the left wing. Their captain. That's good. The captain's got 16 points now.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
It's Doncic with a drive. The shot that time not on target.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Back to George. Here's the captain. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And so it's Philadelphia finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
But we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
We've got Maxey. Ben Simmons is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Jared McCain. And it's Oubre in at the 3. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. And it's good for 2. He has 6.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Maxey attacking. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Well, Maxey is an elite shooter. Tyrese is at his best using his speed going downhill.
Here's Reeves. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Reeves has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc, these are the league leaders. Paul George on top. Second, Kelly Oubre.
The way both of these guys open up the floor with their long-range shooting, you just can't afford to give them any airspace from deep.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games no matter where you're playing.
Philadelphia leading by 12. When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, Lakers coach J.J. Redick has brought an attention to detail to this team. Austin Reeves said, quote, set the foundation of doing stuff the right way, and if we do that, we can be a really good team. Redick said it's important to always emphasize the things that you want. that hopefully becomes part of your identity. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Some changes now for the Lakers. Hachimura's checked in for Hayes, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Smart. On defense, the Sixers. Outside connect. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Pass to Vanderbilt to halt the run. Rebound by the 76ers. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season. Out to Oubre. Takes a three. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
Outside connect. Now here's Hachimura. Pass to Reeves. The captain with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Hachimura. Doncic outside. Here's the three. Drummond grabs the miss.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Fans, get up and start moving with your mascot. Let's dance.
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. McCain comes in for Oubre. And it's Lowry in for Simmons. And then for Los Angeles, Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. James comes in for Connect. And Smart subbed in for Reeves.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years. But truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Embiid from outside. And the 76ers another three.
Well, Embiid is laser focused. The way he shoots the ball is unreal for a 7-footer.
James passes to Doncic. 40 seconds left in the second period. And it's blocked by Embiid. And Ayton gets it to go. 35 seconds left in the first half of this one. The captain. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. The captain's got 37.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to James. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Philadelphia with it. They host the Hawks after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Now Doncic, three-pointer, gets the three ball to go. Doncic has got 6.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Sixers on top, running away with it. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
27. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans at work.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
At home, this team is pretty stout. Looking at this upcoming stretch, they're probably licking their chops.
Well, we're talking pork chops or lamb chops, or what kind of chops are we talking?
Or chops could mean acumen, being. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. So it's Philadelphia now. Second half underway. Here's who J.J. Redick's got on the floor. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. And it's James in at the small forward position. Here's Doncic. And that one, good.
Luka Doncic.
Give him 8.
Yeah, well, Reeves is a fantastic passer at his position. His selfless attitude is a big reason why his teammates like playing with him.
Here's the captain. He's got 40 now. 4-3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Back to Ayton. James deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Soft touch off the glass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Attention, everybody out there. Now coming on the court. Here's Sixers BNT.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Not the start they were hoping for. They're in the bottom half of their conference.
When I look at the Lakers, at this point, you really need to focus on blocking out negative energy. You have to play for one another. There's still time to turn things around.
Yeah, they've been slumping, and I think they need to simplify things. Just focus on your preparation and take things one game at a time.
The 11-footer. That one a little long. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. For 3, George. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
And it's Doncic missing. Philadelphia's got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far.
You live for nights like this when it's all working and the rim looks so huge.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Oh, swiped away. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Brian, back to you.
He's left an imprint, no question. Thanks a lot, Allie. And one key for quality. And got it! Another basket!
Yeah, another huge night for him. One of the many over his incredible career.
And he's nearing the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Doncic outside. Back to Reeves. Pass to Ayton to end the run. Knocks it down from distance. Ayton's got 9.
And look at Ayton finding that rhythm, getting his shot off fast.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Maxey passes to the captain. From deep three-point land. And it's good. He hits another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
we've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Doncic passes to Reeves. James outside. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Good work there as it goes.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Pass to James. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 10 points for LeBron James.
Yeah, there was some nice rhythm to that play. And Reeves with a perfect pass.
Here's the captain. Good! That's another bucket!
And with this tremendous night, he is tied for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable. Pass to Reeves. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Screen by Embiid. Let's go with a 3. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. James against George. Ayton, a screen on George. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And they've been shooting. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
What a find. These are the kind of plays we've come to expect from him.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Kyle Lowry out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Out to the wing. Philadelphia moving it around. And McCain with the basket on the assist by Simmons. McCain's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Well, the Lakers shooting around 44%. Not bad. Smart finds Reeves. Driving inside. 3-pointer. They get it back. And Philadelphia calls time here.
It's T-shirt time, everybody. Who won?
So both teams making some changes here. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
The captain. Again! What an avalanche!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Back to Doncic. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
The Lakers with another miss. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
Here's Doncic. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And again, unable to change momentum here. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Watford with a screen. The three is up. And again for three.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Pass to connect. There's the block. Here's the captain. Here's Bona. He's defended by Hayes. Good! Another from three.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's the captain. Connects again from distance.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. The offensive rebound. Now Philadelphia with it. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
And again!
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last three.
Here's the captain. And yes, another basket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. Pass to Doncic. Over McCain. And Doncic the bucket on the assist from Smart.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Here's the captain. The three. Oh, connects again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Smart passes to Doncic. Over McCain. Doncic, no good. Now Philadelphia with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Fires the three. Good. He hits again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And a foul on Jared McCain. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
He's off on the second, and Philadelphia calls time here. They're ahead. All right, guys, what's your take?
Unique timeout here with the game pretty much settled.
Yeah, well, obviously the coach sees something he doesn't like.
All right, let's give you a look now at our player of the game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch.
Oh, another one falls!
Well, folks, he's now bested his own single-game record for points in a game with this simply incredible offensive explosion we've watched unfold. Congrats to him for now holding down 2 of the top 3 spots all time.
And we get paid to sit here and watch this excellence? What a special experience indeed. The emotion, the effort, the intensity throughout this game has been remarkable to witness. And everyone in this building recognizes the brilliant piece of basketball history that we've been lucky enough to watch. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game.
Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage. Tonight, it's a quarterfinal in the East. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out East already. We are in December. You look at Philadelphia. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot. But it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Atlanta, 9 games back.
And for Philadelphia, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3 spot. And for Philadelphia, actually out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Paul George. And it's the captain in at the 4-man position. This marks the first game of the NBA Cup knockout round for these two teams. The Eastern Conference wild card on the road against a group winner.
And we've seen the excitement this tournament generates when it gets to this stage. It's a playoff atmosphere. Everyone in the building knows there's a lot on the line.
Now Embiid after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Count it, good.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Young outside. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Young's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's the captain. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point land. Porzingis with the rebound.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
It's Young on the wing. Again, Young missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Embiid, and again, it's Philadelphia.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. 6-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of them.
checked in for Quentin Grimes. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at Atlanta. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Checking out the Sixers, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Now here's Porzingis coming off a solid outing against Washington. Young inside. He's covered by Maxey. Hawks passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Risacher with it. Working on George. And it's Risacher missing. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with the 76ers head coach. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and count him on every possession. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding free agents Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. The captain with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hawks is a completely new group on the floor. And now it's time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the newest crop of playmakers in the NBA. Well, you look at the captain, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Now, here's Okongwu. 11 points for him in that last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answer for how to contain him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
First team foul.
And the 76ers with some changes. Andre Drummond comes in for Embiid, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for George. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the night.
At the line for your Sixers, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Gay. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Philadelphia leading by 14. Lowry finds Oubre. Now, here's Maxey. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. And that's 13 points for the captain.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so it's Philadelphia, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've all... Oh!
offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Kennard. Still scoreless. Unloads from 13. It's Drummond with the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 19 points. Bounce pass Maxey. Here's Tarlock, and again it's Philadelphia.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask.
In the East, the 2024 NBA Cup quarterfinals feature the Bucks and Hawks advancing to Las Vegas.
Milwaukee ended up winning the NBA Cup. All time, they're 11-1 in the Cup. And the Hawks kind of shocked the Knicks in New York. 22 and 11 assists for Trae Young led the way. He just loves playing in Manhattan.
Now, Alexander Walker. He had 15 points last outing. To the middle. Here's Gay. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the bench.
And the Hawks making a change here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to the captain. Launches it. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's too good a look to get them from behind the arc.
To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. Grimes is checked in for the 76ers. Lowry comes in for Jared McCain. And a change for the Hawks. Newell's checked in. Lets the three fly. The captain with the bucket. The captain's got 13 points now in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
In the corner, Daniels. No good with the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Lowry passes to Maxey. Here's Tarlock. Another three for Philadelphia.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Back to you, Kev.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
This is the kind of selfless leader Maxey is. He knows how important it is to share the ball.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Rizichet. Here's Newell. Now, here is Young. At the top of the key, Rizichet. The Hawks working the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. The captain's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Lowry has it in the corner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Rebounded by the Hawks. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
And don't sleep
on Maxi's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Young, drills the elbow jumper. Young's got his third basket of the night.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Tarlock. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly. And Young kicks to Okongwu. In the corner, Daniels. Another 3 for Atlanta. Yeah, when he's locked in, Daniels can do real damage at the arc.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Hawks ball.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Hawks. Jalen Johnson comes in for Newell. Young looking around. Pass to Johnson. That one, no good. And so it's Philadelphia in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. NBA action abounds. Let's see what games are tipping off later. The Timberwolves will face off against the Warriors out in San Francisco. That one gets going at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Two of the best teams in the league facing off. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. That's going to be a fun one, guys.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the 76ers.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So it's Philadelphia now. And we're going courtside for a report on Joel Embiid. Ellie, take it away.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. He'll be out for the rest of this game, and it sounds like it'll be a considerable amount of time before he's back in playing shape. Over to you.
And Ellie, we thank you for the report.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
And so in the game for the Hawks, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3. Here's Tarlock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Young against Maxey. Reza Shea in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Drummond the screen. Tarlock. The 76ers another three.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Young. Down low. And again, unable to change momentum here. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Here's Tarlock. And it falls over the rim and in. The captain's got 48. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Rizichet. Porzingis with a screen on Drummond. Takes it from 10. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Maxey. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Simmons checked in for Drummond. Oubre comes in for George. Jared McCain's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Lowry in for Maxey. And a change for the Hawks. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Trae Young. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Out to Porzingis. There's the triple. The Hawks again can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Back to Simmons. Here's the captain, headed by Porzingis. And another one falls.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. 55 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
Bounce pass from Lowry. The captain passes to Simmons. Inside. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Oubre can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Rizichet. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Daniels, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. The captain with the bucket. The captain's got 53.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Oubre out there with Simmons. Then it's Jared McCain. Then there's Lowry. And it's Bona in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Simmons can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, some of the most solid mechanics in the league. Kennard has complete trust in his motion.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Some changes here for the 76ers. The captain comes in for Kyle Lowry. And it's Paul George and Oubre. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Tarlock hands it from downtown. The captain's got 56 points in the game.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
And stolen by Simmons. Out left to the wing. In the corner, it's McCain. Back to Simmons. Here's Tarlock. The 76ers, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Johnson with a screen on Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Okongwu. Young against Simmons. Kennard for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, give Kennard room at the arc, and he will quickly live up to his reputation.
The captain, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Okongwu with the screen for Young. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Johnson with a screen on Simmons. Here's Young. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, that one from mid-range. Young's got a quick release.
Here's Tarlock. Good. Another from 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Young for 3. Another miss by Young. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 15-5 run here.
And as we head to the final buzzer here.
And again for 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. From deep, Johnson. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Atlanta making some changes. Zinkis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Zachary Rizachet comes in for Alexander Walker. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Kennard. Here's Daniels. Porzingis kicks to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rizachet. The basket good off the assist from Young.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Rizachet ready to go once he got it.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the 76ers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment. and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced, and a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And he knocks down the first one. Even after pivoting towards her youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
Gordon's checked in for Philadelphia. So he gets them both. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rizachet with it. Lowry picks him up. Young with no one around. And the Hawks with another three.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Spins. Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Daniels fires the three. And again, Atlanta with the triple. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization that they have played with great pride.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific
Hi, everyone. Time for more NBA Cup action. The Eastern Conference semifinals are almost underway, and we can't wait. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And to look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
Right in the thick of the long NBA season, and both teams have felt the effects, losing star players to injury. This is where depth becomes critical.
And now the opening lineup for New York. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Cameron Payne out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Guerschon Yabusele, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for the 76ers, Quentin Grimes out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Andre Drummond, then there's George, and it's the captain in at the 4. In the 2024 NBA Cup East semifinal, Milwaukee defeated Atlanta 110-102.
And we saw the vision from what the Bucks were thinking with the Dame-Giannis pairing. I mean, Lillard had 25 points, Giannis with 32 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Yabusele. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Sixers ball.
Here's Maxey. Here's the captain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Oh, George with a steal. Here's the captain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Come on, fans, get up, get out. It's your Sixers ENT. Attention, now the court.
Anunoby finds Yabusele. New York working the ball around now. All sorts of time. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here.
Oh, big finish! Oh, did you see that? And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Now Payne, 9 points in his last outing. Here's Towns. Off with the layup. The 76ers have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Anunoby, and he dunks it down.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. The captain, pass to Grimes. Here's the captain. Drops in the 3. The captain's got 9 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Towns. It's Bridges on the wing, covered by Grimes. Towns for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And they are the winners of 24 consecutive games, which ties a record set by those dominant Warriors teams back in 2016.
What's striking to me about this incredible streak is that in the course of a season, you might have an injury, you might have a bad shooting night, maybe your defensive game plan wasn't strong at the outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Kicks it out Towns. Shot to stop the run. And Grimes pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Drummond finds Maxey. Here's Grimes. Here's the captain. He's covered by Yabusele. Here's the captain. And here's another one for the Sixers.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for the 76ers. Simmons is checked in for Drummond. McCain comes in for Grimes. And it's Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Payton comes in for Yabusele. Clarkson's checked in for Anunoby. And it's McBride in for Payne. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the captain. No good, off the front rim.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
McBride on the wing. No good on the three.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And they're three. Welcome back. You're watching the NBA Cup semifinal on 2K Sports. 1 quarter in the books. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Gary Payton II is out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's McBride in at the point guard position. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Pass to Bona. Outside McCain. Simmons with a screen on Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Lowry sinks it from distance.
How effortless has Kyle Lowry made the 3 look over the course of his career? So confident.
Payton with a screen on McCain. Clarkson for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. On the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month. Philadelphia, number 1. In 3rd, New York.
And over the last month, both teams have been playing excellent defense, really working hard to prevent other teams from scoring a lot on them.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You got to respect that mindset. All right, Shams, thanks very much.
He's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture.
Guys, back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
When health has been there for Paul George, he has been one of the great two-way guys in the league. Very capable scorer and can take on tough assignments.
Towns, he's checked in from Peyton.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Here's the captain, and the three-pointer goes. The captain's got 9 points in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Bridges passes to Towns. Goes up from the block. Rebound by Philadelphia. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
And as much as you love the back and forth of a 7-game series, Grant, this single elimination format brings some serious drama.
Yeah, and that's something we've all loved in the college game. The NBA Cup tournament brings some of that energy to the NBA.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
The captain, that's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Towns outside, lets it go from deep. And it's Bona with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, and Towns with the block. It's Bridges on the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bridges has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Well, with the high release point on Mikal Bridges' jumper, it's very hard to contest. Just a matter of being consistent now.
And the 76ers call time here.
Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Bona. Oubre comes in for Ben Simmons. Grimes, he's checked in for McCain. And it's Maxey in for George. Good! Another from 3.
Well, we expect him to come in firing. It's just another three-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list for most triples in a year. The shot by Payne, no good.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Here's the captain. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Clarkson. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Here they come, Sixers TNT.
And the 76ers with some changes. McCain's checked in for Grimes. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey. Here's the captain. And he throws it down with one hand.
Now, the consistency with which Kyle Lowry involves his teammates is really a sight to behold. This guy's such a good passer.
New York has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Poke loose. It's stolen by Drummond. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Outside McCain. Lets the 3 fly. Sends it home from three-point land. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And so it's Philadelphia, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the bad half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Window open. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome to the studio for our halftime show. Both teams with some injuries. Neither team at full strength.
Something Embiid's had to battle even before he reached the NBA, managing injuries. But when he's available, when he's in the flow, he reminds me of myself, pretty unstoppable.
Of you. Let me see. Well, anyway, his absence leaves a big hole in the middle, like a donut. That reminds me of you.
Hey, don't say donut around Shaq. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the New York Knicks. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time.
And we welcome you back as we get set to bring you second half action from the NBA Cup. And for the Knicks, they're shooting only 27% for today's game. Let's check in with Allie LaForce, an injury update on Quentin Grimes.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They've made the call that they feel it's okay for him to play. And even though there's a moderate recovery time, he's also confident at the moment to be back on the floor.
All right, Allie, thank you. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Maxey out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's George. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's the captain in at the four-man position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Ryan. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. EA, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allen. Drills it from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside Payne. It's stolen by Maxey. Here's the captain. That one falls. The captain's got 46.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
Payne finds Yabusele. Now Anunoby. Here's Bridges, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. New York, again, can't hit.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's the captain. And the 76ers, another three.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to...
Oh, wow.
How special can OG Anunoby be? Show off and show out.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And Philadelphia calls time here. McCain's checked in for the Sixers. And here's who's been leading the league in rebounding over the past month. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just to peek at it again. Sensational.
An incredible performance tonight. He's at 50.
And tonight ties him for the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history. Anunoby on the wing. New York working the ball around now. Yabusele, a screen on Maxey. 5 on the clock. It's Bridges on the wing. Shoots from the baseline. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
We see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA doors?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock, with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
Connects again from distance.
And now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. Pure from three-point range.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
Another one goes. Incredible.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Fires for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the captain. Hits yet again. Wow! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
So it's the Knicks now. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Outside Payne. Jacks up a 3. Deflects the pass. There's the drive. And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, the defense has no answer for Andre Drummond. That's what we call emphatic finish.
Here's Yabusele, and Yabusele slams it in.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers showing no mercy and just piling it on. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Here we are, 4th period Cup semifinal. One team goes to the championship round. The other will have to wait until next season for another shot at the NBA Cup. So on the floor for New York, filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's McBride in at the point guard position. Pass to Clarkson. And it's Bona with a rebound. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 76%. You don't see this often.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
New York shooting poorly, just 30% so far. And here's Payton. Back to McBride. Clarkson outside. Robinson, a screen on McCain. They get it back. Goes back up. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York.
Robinson, shooting 1.
Oh, free throw no good for Robinson. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives.
BA, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
Philadelphia calls timeout. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's the captain. Good! Another from three.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Bridges outside. There's the three. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got rebound number 7 tonight. Driving to the basket, and there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Bridges. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Philadelphia moving it around. Here's the captain. Connects again from distance.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. On the wing, Clarkson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That is how you respond to 1-3 on one end. Clarkson with a tray of his own. Go ahead, Jordan.
Here's the captain. Here's the pick. The three is up. And again for three.
He is unstoppable. Completely dialed in from distance.
What an historic night shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for 3rd place in most threes in a game. Outside McBride. It's Bridges on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And the 76ers with some changes. Edgecombe comes in for McCain. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Bona. New York also changing it up. Yabusele, he's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And Payne is subbed in for McBride. Lowry, the pass to the captain. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. From deep three-point land. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year. And what a huge performance it was for the captain.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
On target from range.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. Simmons with a screen on Town. And good! There's another!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. New York, no good that time either.
Well, trying to reply to the three on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
To the left wing. Here's the captain. And another one!
And he is simply unconscious. Nobody can stop him right now.
Boy, the points keep coming, and he's climbing that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. And they advance to the championship round. Just 1 win away from hoisting the NBA Cup.
And you know, it should be an intense matchup. There's a lot on the line between the cup, the prize money, and the chance to hang a banner.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in.
Coming up next, the 76ers taking on the Knicks. For Philadelphia, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. They've sent a great, clear message that they are not slowing down anytime soon. Knicks, Sixers, only on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Tune Up. A moment now to check out some numbers for Jordan Clarkson.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Quentin Grimes, the captain out there with Paul George. Then there's Maxey, and it's Drummond in at the center position. And for the Knicks, they've got Towns. Cameron Payne is out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Yabusele in at the 4-man position. Sinks the three-pointer. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Philadelphia with the ball. And it seems unthinkable at this point, but they've won 26 games in a row.
The team is playing what I'd call nearly flawless basketball. They just can't lose one of the most memorable winning streaks in league history. Seeing the way these guys are balling right now, it makes me want to lace it up a little bit.
And here's Towns. Following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Clock at 6. It's tipped.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And the second free throw, good. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's Payne. Philadelphia able to drain the three. On the clock. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
New York ball.
Here's Payne. Against Indiana, he was really on his game.
Yeah, but the defense is doing a pretty good job of contesting those long-range shots.
It's good. That's now 8 points for the captain.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
Sixers not letting that one fly, dropping using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
The 76ers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Warriors.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Jared McCain's check in for Maxey. And now it's time to look at our rookie leaderboard and see which of the first-year players are tops in assists during the last month. Well, you look at the captain, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
Anunoby kicks to Payne. Back to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. In the corner, it's Bridges. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
2 minutes remaining in the
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We talked about Paul George and what his game plan was for keeping him in check. He said it's never going to be easy with him, but I told our guys I want constant communication. Talk when screens are coming, switch when we need to. We need to be highly active guarding him. Let's see how effective they are against him tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie. Good. Another from 3.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Pass to Payne. Out to Bridges. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Some competitive fire from Bridges. Great answer to the 3 at the other end.
76.
George with the screen on Yabusele. Hits the three-point bomb. The captain's got 14 points for the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Payne. Yabusele is screen on Drummond. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Drummond. And now the 76ers on the break. Yep, it counts. 16 points for the captain.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
With the step back, here's Payne. Bridges against McCain. Pass to Yabusele. And again, it's New York.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
22-8.
Here's the captain. That will count. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 17. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Gary Payton II is out there with Robinson. And it's McBride in at the point guard. They're the group New York will start the second with. Pass to Bona. To the left side wing. Lowry kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
This is what you like to see from Simmons on the attack, being the aggressor.
Knicks trail by 19. Over in the corner, McBride. And finished off by Robinson.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
McCain, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. McCain's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. McCain against Clarkson. Got that one on the move.
And this is what Clarkson is out here to do. He's consistent about looking to score from the mid-range.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Some changes for Philadelphia. The captain's checked in for Lowry. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Paul George. At this point of the season, you can really start, Richard, to feel teams kicking into gear.
Oh, this is about the time when things seem to get rolling. I I know I wasn't necessarily a ready out the gate type player. It takes some games to get into your groove.
Towns, he's checked in for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 21. Out to Clarkson. Fires from deep. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Clarkson. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Tarlock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's McBride, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Three-pointer. The captain with the bucket. The captain's got a pair of triples in the second now for the 76ers. Pass to Robinson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
36-19.
In the corner, it's McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
McBride passes to Bridges. Clarkson for 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way.
Connects again from distance.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level, and we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season. Over in the corner, McBride. Off target from three-point range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Tarlock. Good! Another from 3.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. New York, no good that time either. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. It's Grimes on the wing. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shots good by Clarkson.
With just about every shot in his bag, Clarkson is an elite-level scorer.
Knicks foul. Mitchell Robinson.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A different look for New York. Gershon Yabusele, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Miles McBride. Anunoby outside. Out to Payne. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Clarkson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And sometimes we forget about Clarkson's vertical. He's more than happy to remind us on those throwdowns.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Payne looking around. Towns against Drummond. Pass to Anunoby. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And the calling card of Clarkson, scoring. He's out there to put points on the board.
Axie passes to Drummond. Here's Tarlock. Connects again from distance.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
The
76ers on top, delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the New York Knicks.
They say live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they are on life support.
Agreed. They're shooting their way right out of this.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule. So I have to ask you guys, what's next on your personal schedules?
Oh, well, Ernie, man, I'm taking a long vacation.
Sounds fun. Where at?
Shaq, it's a secret location. When I say secret, it means you're not invited.
Okay, I see how it is, Kenny.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, we've got Tyrese Maxey. Paul George is out there with the captain.
Oh, wow!
Oh, that was unbelievable!
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Oh, man. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. New York shooting the ball at 42%. Outside, Towns. Here's Yabusele. It's deflected.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The captain with the bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Anunoby outside. Yabusele kicks to Payne. Outside, Towns. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit, Greg.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special. Good, another from 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart, kind of wake him up here in this third quarter after missing their first 2 shots.
Drills the three-pointer.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Payne kicks to Bridges. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Drummond with a screen on Yabusele. And good! There's another.
3 points.
And this is an all-time great score, a 50-point performance tonight.
Rally's just cracked the top 5, alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Sinks the triple. Towns has got 9.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
76ers lead.
Here's the captain.
31.
For 3. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible.
2 minutes.
Payne kicks to Towns. From 12 feet out. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. New York's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside, Towns. Pass to Payne. Yabusele in the corner. Oh, good on the 3.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Maxey. Towns, high post, working on Drummond. Towns, the pass to Yabusele. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Yabusele's got his third bucket of the night.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
And good, he hits it again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. The Knicks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Payne passes to Anunoby. Now here's Towns. Out to Bridges. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Harlock. The 76ers, another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's under the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Mitchell Robinson out there with Gary Payton II. And it's McBride in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Bridges kicks to Payton. Out to Bridges. This one for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Timeout called the 76ers. New York making a change. Towns is checked in, and then for Philadelphia, the captain's checked in for Lowry, and it's Edwards in for Oubre. Here's the screen. Here's Tarlock, and again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Picked off in midair. Goes up, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just nobody stopping Bridges from finishing the break. He's just too much.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Tarlock. Connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him tonight. Alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall. Good! Another from 3.
He just continues to rein it in from downtown. It's another one from deep.
Greg, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a game.
The man is a microwave. This team loves Clarkson's take-charge attitude when it comes to scoring.
Here's Tarlock, another three for Philadelphia.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's McBride. To the paint, here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
The captain, no good. The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. McBride on the wing. McCain defending. The kick out to Town. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game. And again for three.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards with the screen. Here's Tarlock. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They trail. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, the captain.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that good. Another from three.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is quite simple. As good. That's another bucket.
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, the captain.